This is how you make japchae. First, we're going to start with boiling the noodles. And these are vermicelli noodles. And these are made from real potatoes. So we're going to boil these for about 6 minutes or so, or until they're done. But it was 150 grams. So we're going to let that sit and cook for about 6 minutes. Alexa, set an alarm for 6 minutes.
On set for 7:02 p.m.
Okay, while that's boiling, I'm going to quickly chop the vegetables. So let's see if we can beat the alarm. So I just want strips of red bell pepper. Okay, that's enough. Set those aside, put them on a plate. Then I'm gonna cut carrot. This one I want to cut in like matchstick sizes. That's good. They're not perfect. That's okay. I'm eating this at home. This is what's for dinner tonight. And then I have some cremini mushrooms. Let's take this part off. Okay, so that was on the bowl. The mushrooms are cut. Then I'm going to cut some onion. I'm going to cut the whole onion here. That's cut up. Nice slivers. So that's going to go on my plate. And I have some spinach. So this is going to go in at the very last, just to quickly heat it because it cooks really fast. And then I already have garlic. Not garlic. This is actually garlic that I cut. I didn't buy from the store, and I just stored it in here. And if you want to know, I showed various ways to peel garlic cloves and cut them. I'll link that video as well. And then I have my soy sauce. I have sesame oil. I have oyster sauce, a little bit of sugar, some pepper, and yes, this is not a common ingredient, but corn syrup. Not for American or Mexican, but in Asian food it's common to use corn syrup. So here are my vegetables. And I have plenty of time. Wow. What do I do now? So now I'm going to cut the meat. And this is what we have in the freezer, so I took it out. It's lomo de res, which is beef loin. Okay. So yeah. Oh shoot, that's my alarm. So now I'm gonna take my noodles out and I'm gonna rinse them under cold water to get rid of some of the starch. Okay, here are the noodles. And I rinsed them under cold water to get rid of some of the starch and so they don't stick together that way. So you wanna cut against the grain. So then I'm gonna cut it this way. And that just breaks up the protein so it cooks faster and easier. And your meat isn't as chewy. And I'm cutting at an angle. As you can see, my knife is slightly angled down. So there we go. Nice thin pieces. Perfect. And look at the rest of the steak. So let this heat up, and I don't know if you know of wood ear mushrooms, but we're also going to add that into the recipe. These were dry wood ear mushrooms, and I rehydrated them. So I like them. They're crunchy, they're tasty, they're really different from a normal mushroom. Even like this cremini mushroom, it's so different, even if it was dry. This rehydrates and it becomes crunchy. It's delicious. So this is also going to go in the recipe. Already smoking, so we're going to add our oil. Okay, and then We're gonna add our meat. Okay, I'm gonna let this cook a little bit, high heat, so I don't want to add my garlic just yet. Ooh, smells good. I haven't added anything to it. Okay, so now I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of garlic. Okay. I got a chunk of garlic in there, but that's okay. So yeah, I brought this camping stove for us to use in Camp in Solomon Bay, so we loved it there. And it only happened a couple times. There are other places to camp, probably in Cancun. Our friends have camped in Cancun. I'm not too sure of any now. So they've come in handy because we run out of gas sometimes on our regular stove. So just make sure we have, yes, we still have gas. Now, I'm gonna add a little bit of soy sauce, and I'm gonna use gluten-free soy sauce because this recipe is gluten-free. Just a little bit because it's just to salt the meat. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Smells really good. Okay, so that's where I want it to be. Now I'm gonna add the vegetables. So we have our onion, bell pepper, carrots, and creamy mushrooms. And then we add the Whittier mushrooms now. I'm gonna let it cook for about a minute. I don't know if I'm gonna add them all. Yeah, sure, why not? I love them. So now we're just gonna toss that for about a couple minutes. I'm gonna turn it back up. Now, I make a lot of Asian dishes because I grew up in LA. It's part of my culture. It's ingrained in my DNA, and Asian food is a comfort food for me. And I need some comfort today. I wish I could tell you guys why, but in time, in time. Oh, I don't want this piece. This end piece of the onion. Don't want that in there. Okay. That is that. Now I'm going to add the noodles. Okay. At this point, the noodles are nice and separate nicely. So we're going to add the sauce. We're gonna add 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. And this one I want to measure. Oh, I dropped the lid. Because it is soy sauce. This isn't a low sodium soy sauce, okay? But it is a gluten-free soy sauce. So I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons. Tablespoon of oyster sauce. Like a teaspoon and a half. Okay. And then a tablespoon of sugar. 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. Yes, I do a lot of measurements without measuring spoons because I'm already used to what a tablespoon to teaspoon looks like. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of corn syrup. Now, this might all surprise you, but this is very popular to use in Asian dishes. This one particularly. It makes the noodles glossy and adds a little bit more sweetness, so that's why it's not as much sugar that I added. But a lot of Asian recipes have added sugar, so it's just normal. Okay, add a little bit of pepper. Ooh, yep. The noodles are already changing color and it smells delicious. Japchae is one of those dishes that is quick and easy. And yeah, I always have the ingredients in my house. So yeah, it's just, I go back to LA, I bring back ingredients that I like to use in the kitchen that I cook with, I cook for us. So yeah. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Oh, it's so good and it smells delicious. And there it is. I'm gonna add some roasted sesame seeds. I roast them and I put them in my jar and use them all the time. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. It's done. And then at this point, I'm also gonna add the spinach. So these are already like washed. I'm gonna add like a little handful here. And just mix it in and then let it sit, and the heat will wilt the spinach leaves. Japchae, that's what's for dinner. And it's done. Dinner is served, and my drink of choice is First Street sparkling water mixed berry. These are delicious. How's it? Good? Thumbs up for my husband. This is how you make japchae. Japchae, that's what's for dinner.